The unit we're working on is about the Enlightenment, which is the philosophical change that takes place in Europe in the 18th century. And the particular project we were working on was about mercantilism.
Mercantilism is the economic system that was largely in use in the 17th and 18th centuries, and it's based between a mother country and her colonies. A mother country is a home country that has colonies usually based overseas or in another area that is the center of government and the center of trade for that empire.
England could be one, and how they had colonies on the side of North America.
How it works is first the mother countries buy the raw materials from the colonies, and then they use the raw materials to produce manufactured goods, and then they sell them back to the colonies to gain profit.
They would send cotton to, let's say, England, and then England would then produce it and make that into cloth and sell it back to the people in the colonies.
And the point of it is basically to accumulate bullion and accumulate wealth for the mother country. So it's to maximize the profit of the mother country and specifies trade between colonies and the mother country.
We're going to play a simulation game, which is designed to help you think about how mercantilism functions as a system. So, either you will be designated as a colony and you'll have a raw material, or you'll be designated as a home country or a mother country and you'll have certificates of credit.
There are like 2 or 3 people that are mother countries and they have money at first.
What we used were these 8x11 sheets of paper that had a government official stamp on it. Raw good that we had a set price to it.
And there are different commodities, they call them raw materials. It's either like chocolate, marshmallows, graham crackers, or peanut butter. And you have one of these raw materials. If you're a colony, a mother country, you're in charge of making the raw materials into s'mores, which are your manufactured.
Because this is a mercantile system, the market does not determine the price of the object. The price is determined by the mercantile system.
The government sets the price in the mercantilism to prevent fluctuation.
Raw material had a fixed price, so you couldn't change the price. You had to sell whatever your raw material was for that amount. And so the point of the game is to trade between the colonies and the mother country so that the raw materials can be exchanged for manufacturers, and then manufacturers can be sold back to the colonies.
We'll start the trading now. Paulina, do you have a number?
It's 1,125.
What is the purpose of a mercantile system? Where is the money supposed to end up? In the mother country.
When I played as a colony, and so my raw material was peanut butter. And since so many people were trying to sell this peanut butter to the mother countries, it wound up that a lot of people would not buy my good. And so it was really difficult for me to get enough wealth to buy manufacturers because I couldn't sell my raw material.
The system does not work really well because only the mother countries are gaining profits.
Basically, who benefited from it was the mother country because they kept getting most of the wealth flow towards them, and the colonies are basically just being used for the raw materials. So instead of them accumulating money, they were actually spending more money on buying the manufactured goods than they were making any.
The flaws that mercantilism had being that it restricted trade within a country system, and you couldn't trade with other countries. There was legislation preventing you from doing so. That kind of restriction and that kind of limiting profit is what's going to push countries to accept capitalism as a modern form of economy. And so you see both why mercantilism worked and why eventually it was going to fail and you have to push into a new kind of economic system.